How to make an additional $100 online every single day. Now, if you go on YouTube, you will find a lot of videos on this topic, and it makes sense, right? Who doesn't want to make an easy $100 every single day? You know, if you look at these videos, a lot of them will have tips like grow an Instagram theme account, theme page, and then sell it. And yes, you can make money by growing an Instagram account and selling it. As a matter of fact, there was actually a theme page or meme page that was sold for about $85 million earlier this year. But, you know, let's be honest, growing a theme page like that isn't something you'll just do in a single day. And especially these days, Instagram's become pretty difficult to organically grow. Yeah, I trust me, I kind of know. So, you know, that's one of the things that they do. It's pretty good advice, but it's just not bringing it to you today. Now, another thing that they often say is look through the house and sell things that you don't really need, which is, you know, that will work for 1, 2, 3 days, maybe a few weeks if you have a lot of things just laying around, but it's not that thing that will consistently bring you that $100 or more every single day. It's just sort of getting rid of some things, which might be a super good idea, but not what we're really looking for. So today I would like to go over some options, or actually the only way that I think you can really do this, and to properly do this also for a longer term. Now, I'm sorry, it's not going to bring you $100, $200 a day right now off the bat if you have never done anything, which I'm going to discuss yet. But long term, this could bring you much more than $100 a day. And I think it is the way that everyone should go about this. And basically, it consists out of 3 steps. So the first step is to learn a high income skill. And a high income skill basically means that you're going to learn something, a skill that other people are willing to pay money for. So you're going to start trading your time for money. Right? And there's a lot of things that you could be learning. Maybe you like video editing. A lot of people on YouTube, including me, don't edit their videos themselves. And we hire someone, we pay them to make the edits. So if that's something that you enjoy doing or you have an interest for, you know, there's a lot of useful videos on YouTube which will learn you how to actually edit videos in a nice way. Learn that skill, get better in it, and then, you know, start reaching out to people and say, hey, I could edit your videos, and they, you know, can start paying you. So you can start trading your time for money. And that's just one example. Maybe you're really good at, you know, growing Instagram pages. Maybe you're really good at something else that people simply don't have the time for, or they don't have the skill set, or, you know, maybe we feel like I don't want to edit my videos because there's better ways I can actually spend my time. That is the first thing. Now, don't go on Google, write down like highest paying, you know, skill. Don't do that right now, because the issue is, yes, you'll probably find a lot of information there, things that people pay a lot of money for. But if you want to do this, and if you're going to spend a lot of time learning this high income skill, I'm not sure if just picking a random skill you don't really like and enjoy doing is the best way to go. I think it's pretty important to actually ask yourself, what do I enjoy doing? What do I see myself do for a longer period of time? Where do I want to invest all my time into? Before you just go, you know, and learn this random skill. So really think about it, something you enjoy, do some research, you know, are there people actually paying for it? And trust me, there's people paying basically for anything you can think of, right? So learn that skill, master it, and the better you will become, the more money you can start charging. That is the first step, which is by far the most important step. The second step, which you're then going to do, is you're going to start building a brand around it. And building a brand around a high income skill basically means that, you know, when you're just starting and no one knows about you and you don't really have this portfolio of people you've helped, the only way to get clients is by calling them, emailing them, DMing them, whatever you do, right, to say, hey, I could help you. But what we want to do in the second step, because we want to have this more consistent and without spending too much time on that thing that isn't bringing us direct money, which is the outreach, you know, but we want to be able to actually perform the service, that is, you know, that once we have the brand, people actually come to us, right? I receive a lot of messages of people like, hey, could you help me grow my business? Or could you help me with doing something? Because I've been trying to build that brand around it. So now, rather than spending my time on reaching out, people come to me and I can actually focus on the things that I have learned to do and I really enjoy doing. So building that brand, you know, on YouTube, on Instagram, on, you know, maybe TikTok, even though if I look at TikTok, maybe it's an age thing. I don't really see myself making those kinds of videos. But growing on TikTok actually is a pretty good way. You know, it's pretty easy to get a high reach. So it's a nice way to build your brand. The way I did it is I started with my Instagram and now I'm transitioning more and more to here, to YouTube. And speaking of, if you're still watching, you know, you've watched this far, only about 10% of you are actually subscribed to my channel. So while you're still here, just click that subscribe button, like the video. It actually helps me a lot to grow, and hopefully that way more people will see the content, and I can actually help more people. That all being said, let's get back into why we are here. Get that high income skill, start building a brand around it, right? Whether, whatever platform you want to do. And then the third skill, once, you have your brand, you're pretty good at something. The third important thing, or the third thing you could do is, well, there's actually two things here in the third step. One is you could actually get a team to really grow and to make it a proper business. But if you just want to have, your own little side hustle, your own business, then the main thing to do is you can actually start teaching your skill that you've been spending time on, to perfect to other people. And that could be coaching. That could be, making info products, maybe some ebooks, maybe a course around it. And that way you can really, you transition from trading your time for money. Hey, I can edit your videos. It takes me 5 hours. This is what you have to pay me, to having a much more scalable income stream, which is I have these videos, I have this course, and now people can just buy it. And I don't have, I spent time once creating the course, and now people can actually just buy it whenever, and that becomes income, and it becomes almost a passive thing if you do it properly. And that is the way that you can actually start making hundreds of dollars a day, because for a lot of these high income skills, people will pay $50, $60, $100 an hour for you, right? So if you make $50 an hour and you work for 8 hours a day, you make $400 a day, which is much more than the $100 you might make by selling this book or this lamp or whatever I have laying around here in my house. And I think that is, the actual way to do this long term. Sure, some extra cash really fast would be super cool. If you really need that, look at the other things that I've mentioned, selling some things. But this is the way that we set up for the long term. Now, one more thing. I said in the final step, make this little, make a course, make info products, teach people the skills that you've been mastering for a while. Please don't be that guy or girl that just hasn't ever had a single client and thinks, you know what, I'm just gonna make money by making a course, by doing some coaching on the side, because yeah, you might get 1 or 2 clients or people who might pay you. They're not gonna be happy. It's not gonna be sustainable, and you're just, almost scamming people because you've never done it yourself. So really start with the basis, learn that high income skill, look at, what do I really see myself doing for the long term, and then you will start making more and more and more money. And once you make more money, then we come to the point of how can I actually invest that money. But that, my friends, is a topic for another day. I was just going through YouTube and I saw so many of the videos, so I thought I'll make my own sort of version of it without giving you a list of 10 things you can do today to make $100, which isn't really gonna work, but it will probably get a lot of views. So I really hope you enjoyed this. If you haven't already a few minutes ago, please like, comment, subscribe, all those things. It really helps the channel out. I'm trying to grow it, and I will see you in the next one.